Yes, hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here, International Manager of Mystery, managing obscure nations so you don't have to. And first of all, I want to say a huge thank you for all your support on episode 1. It greatly exceeded my expectations in terms of views, likes, and then the comments and the feedback I got as well was really appreciated. It's always humbling when I get your support in this way, so thank you. Just a reminder that this is a summary series to accompany my International Manager of Mystery journeyman on Twitch. Perfect to catch up if you missed a stream, or to watch as a standalone series here on YouTube. So, if that sounds like your kind of thing, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, get the bell on for notifications so you don't miss any of the international action. Having last time reached a final of the Leeward Islands Tournament, we now continue our adventure with Anguilla as we enter World Cup qualifying in the CONCACAF zone. Do we have any chance of progressing? Well, with only one team going through and the likes of El Salvador, Panama and St. Kitts and Nevis in our group, probably not. There is Aruba though, who we might, just might, stand a chance of beating. We also have some friendlies to catch up on, and our side quest of getting off the bottom of the world rankings to complete. But first of all, the fallout of our Leeward Islands Tournament final defeat. Now, although we were labelled here as overachievers and the FA were extremely happy with our performance, well, you remember that goalkeeper, the fact that we only had one goalkeeper, a previously uncapped 41-year-old Darius Lantan? Well, he took defeat hard. He was struck by the 3 Ds: disheartenment, disappointment, and distraughtfulness? Is that a word? Distress. That's the one. Anyway, such was the effect of the 3 Ds that he retired. Yep, that's right. In the same month as his international debut, he hung his gloves up, leaving us, well, empty-handed in goal. But fear not, we soldiered on with some friendlies. Now, I had sought out near neighbours, both in the geographical sense and the low down the world ranking sense, and yet somehow we ended up with Canada in there as well. Any hopes of sneaking a win or a draw against Cuba, Barbados or Puerto Rico, all ranked 170th in the world or lower, proved overly optimistic as we were outscored in each game. Perhaps our most impressive result, however, came in the game when we didn't even score against Canada, as we only lost 2-0 away against a team ranked some 150 places above us. That gave us hope then for our final friendlies of the year against Bermuda and Trinidad and Tobago. Could we finish 2020 on a high? No, is the predictably short answer. Again, narrow defeats. We weren't embarrassed by the scorelines, and a 2-1 defeat away to Trinidad and Tobago was again impressive, but not quite good enough to lift us off the basement of the world rankings. But wait a minute, what's this? Despite our run of friendly defeats, we had somehow moved off the bottom of the world rankings, overtaking San Marino? Not quite. It turns out on closer investigation we were now equal 210th with San Marino. Perhaps we should arrange a friendly with them to duke this out once and for all. But that's to come later as we fast forward to March 2021 and the start of our World Cup qualifying campaign. Our usual collection of Anguillan amateurs was further hampered by the retirement of Lantan and the presence of 3 greyed-out goalkeepers in the squad. But don't forget, this was our best chance of a win in World Cup qualifying. Aruba away. Could we do it? Could we get that first ever World Cup qualifying win for the nation of Anguilla? Well, let's drop in on the stream highlights to find out. Are we going to qualify for the World Cup? Well, that would possibly be the greatest football manager achievement ever if we did it. Anyway, here we go. Aruba, Anguilla. This is just what world football is all about, isn't it? It's Aruba, though, with an early shot. Gross. Shooting just wide. Of course, Aruba perhaps should be able to get the win against Aruba. I hope so. Aruba, of course, have the potential benefit of players with Dutch connections. Ooh, Herbert heads just over. We'll get away with it. There we go, Scarborough, the Anguilla, Van Dijk playing nicely. Come on, we're building to something here. I can feel it. Austin plays it forward to Guichard. Interesting choice of pass from Guichard when he was on the edge of the area. Can he get off a shot here? Yes. Ooh, went wide. I think there's a case to be made for the goalkeeper having crossed the line there. Quiet end to the half, but 0-0 at the break. I'm happy with that, but considering the orange line is us, despite it being Aruba who have the Dutch connection, I think we need to push on in this second half and take the win. Ooh, come on. Quick counter-attack. That's how we're set up to play. Counter-attack in football. That's what we want. Herbert. Come on. Bailey. Yes. Brown. Good. Switch in flanks. We got the overlap here. Lloyd, he doesn't need it. Cameron Lloyd, get in. What a screamer. Oh, that was a thing of beauty. Wow. Oh, we've got to take a look at that one again. So, yeah, Brown just plays Lloyd. I was looking at this overlap running here, thinking he's going to go for it. But Lloyd had other ideas. And I'm glad he did. We've put ourselves in a good position. Now we've just got to see out the game. So we'll get a quick praise shout in. Probably not the best thing to do as a highlight for Aruba begins, but good stuff, Scarborough. Marshalling the defence. Yes, that's why he's been compared to Van Dijk so many times. Okay, here comes Herbert, slowly plodding down the wing. Guichard now. Oh, offside. Oh. Of course, a win here, that's going to boost the world ranking. Hopefully, it's going to put me in good stead to look for, other jobs come the summer. Come on, boys. A famous win for Anguilla. I mean, I don't know. I haven't checked, but this could potentially be... Oh, sorry. I pressed the wrong button there. This could potentially be their first ever win in World Cup qualifying. So let's do a praise shout, boost their confidence. Final few minutes. We've got to see this out. Yeah, time wasting is on. And there we go. We've done it. We've got an unlikely win. We've beaten Aruba in Aruba. So we've had a nice little bit of time in the sun. That was special, boys. That's the joy of managing a team ranked so lowly. Any victory is a big victory. Oh, and look at that. Let's enjoy this moment while we can. We are top of the table at the moment in World Cup qualifying, thanks to a draw between El Salvador and St. Kitts and Nevis. I am just going to take a quick screenshot of that because, I should print that on a t-shirt. We'll sell it as the first piece of Dodgy Gamer merchandise. Anguilla, top of their World Cup qualifying pool. So let me know down in the comments if you're interested in that merch. Got the designs mocked up already. But back to the serious business of World Cup qualifying. El Salvador were up a few short days later. Could we keep our win streak going? We're doing all right so far. We've got to the half-hour mark and we're still on the draw. But here's one of those MLS players. And they just play it through to Zelaya. Too easy. Well, that's what happens when you don't even have a goalkeeper in the database anymore. But look at that. Punyed, Saren is just one touch pass, two touches, goal. Damn, it was an awesome pass. Yes. They hadn't had a shot on target until that point, El Salvador. It's a shame we just couldn't hold them off until half-time. Then, we could have done something special. Oh, interesting technique from the goalkeeper there. That was like schoolboy football, wasn't it? Remember, if you ever got put in goal at school and you wouldn't dive for the ball, you'd just stick your foot out to try and stop it going in the net. That's exactly what my goalkeeper just did. Let's fire them up. Come on, this is a big moment. We're starting with the ball. Oh, what can we do here? If we score now, that would just be absolutely crazy. But unfortunately, the punt down the right flank goes nowhere that we wanted it to. Here comes Elia, scored in the first half, but somehow misses. Wow. That's got to be one of the misses there. Avoiding relegation. Welcome to you as well, sir. How did the rest of your head-to-head with Greeno go? Sorry I couldn't stay for the end, but yeah, I was scheduled to go live myself. But how... we held out for so long at 1-1, and then they get the second goal in stoppage time. That's a shame. I don't think we deserved that. Sadly then, we were unable to pull off the upset, but we did run them close. Well, in terms of the scoreline and the late goal at least, just ignore the match stats. We now find ourselves in June 2021 with 2 games left in World Cup qualifying. St. Kitts at home, our best chance of adding to our points total, and group leaders Panama away. Big news as I named my squad though, we finally had a new keeper. Granted, he's only 15. He's never played a proper game of football before, and his name might make you, well, tittle a little. But he's got to be better than one of those greyed-out keepers, surely. In an attempt to G the boys up for one of the biggest games of their lives, I issued a rallying cry ahead of our clash with St. Kitts and Nevis, but would it be enough to inspire the team? Good to have versatile players. That is one tip if you ever do get into international management yourself. Great, Morgan injured after 2 minutes. Okay, Guichard it is there. Yeah, if you do have a go at international management, look for those kind of players that can cover multiple positions. So if you're into a tournament and then suspensions and injuries pile up, you've got someone who can be slotted around and give you options when you're picking your team. Oh, we got into an advanced position. Couldn't quite get into the box, but we got another chance here. Again, this is something I see a lot with the Minnow Nation football. A lot of, intricate passing in defence and midfield, and then long ball forward and give it away. But the key thing here is St. Kitts and Nevis did not do that, and they've taken the lead. Somersault with the goal. Yeah, if you take a shock early lead and then you just kind of go into a holding position and try to just desperately hold on to that 1-0 lead, that works. But going 1-0 down early on, difficult to recover from. But anyway, here we go. Oh, scrap everything I just said. Reuven Richardson helps us recover from going behind early, ghosting in at the far post. Beautiful stuff. Oh, look at this. Findlay, just unchallenged, hits the cross to the far post. Richardson with the volley. Get in. Oh, here comes St. Kitts and Nevis, though, looking to get their lead back before half-time. Too easy. Lake. He had way too much space there. I see in the other game in the group, Panama are sticking it to El Salvador. 4-0 up they are. We go 3-1 down. Okay, I don't think we're coming back from this one. Well, the rallying cry did not have the desired effect as we went down 3-1, but again it was a decent performance in defeat by this Anguillan team. And that result meant an end to any slim hopes of progression in World Cup qualifying, and rendered the impossible match with Panama, who themselves had already qualified, a dead rubber. So no need to show you footage or even the result of that game. It was absolutely Whoa, stop it, get that off the screen. Look, no, nobody needs to see that. Just turn away, look away. Okay, you can turn your gaze back to the screen now. So that match meant an end to our involvement in World Cup qualifying. On the plus side, we did not finish bottom of the group, and that last Panama result aside, we were not hopelessly out of our depth either. And despite there being no hard feelings, I couldn't help but chuckle when the Panama manager was sacked just a week later after they lost in the playoff against Canada. Oh, Panama. And there was more good news as San Marino stopped being our equal in the world rankings and we rose to the dizzying heights of 209th. We had now overtaken not only San Marino but also the US Virgin Islands, and that meant another goal as manager of Anguilla was now officially achieved. With World Cup qualifying complete, I had just 2 friendlies left to round off the summer and my first 12 months in charge. First up, Cayman Islands. a very even match in which we were able to get a draw against my former team from Football Manager 2020. And we also had that match lined up against San Marino, a bottom of the world rankings derby, if you will. So let's catch up on the action. No, we've given it away. Berardi comes forward. Tomasini, he's going to get a chance to shoot here, I think, and he scored. Nicely placed shot, actually. Only 5 minutes in. It's all San Marino, it's all one-way traffic. Maybe my assumption was correct that San Marino are not as bad as the world rankings often suggest. Oops. Right, we are reaching the end of our stream tonight, actually. We're managing Anguilla. Oh, great. Thank you for the follows as well, Shadow Dawn and AA Battery. Damn, we've just gone 3-0 down. And then on tonight's stream, World Cup qualifying. We didn't continue in the World Cup qualifying, unfortunately. Not unexpected. Oh, dearie me. Now we're getting thrashed by San Marino. We did get a win, though, against Aruba. And then I thought we'd finish things off by taking on San Marino, who, together with us, are one of the bottom-ranked nations in the world. But it's proven to be a bit of a mistake so far. They're a bit better than we expected. Who's currently in goal for us in this match is a 15-year-old called Tittle. Yeah, and he's not very good, but he's the only goalkeeper we've got. But there we go. Some good play from us in the second half, at least. Herbert with the goal. We love bad football. Good. You've come to the right place. Okay, so that was not one of my better ideas. As I've often suspected in the real world of football, San Marino may be the worst team in Europe, but yeah, they're not as bad as some of the minnow nations from elsewhere in the world, I suppose. Anyway, with 12 months complete at Anguilla, 2 competitive wins and a tournament final under our belts, I started to look at the job market. Now, while a few interesting-looking nations were unhappy with their managers, they were not particularly receptive to my overtures. And with the job centre devoid of any international postings, I started to plan for autumn friendlies. Until mid-July, when 2 surprise job offers came in, Kosovo and Fiji. Kosovo had, for some reason, sacked their manager, despite the fact that they qualified for the Euros and beat the Netherlands in the group stage, while Fiji had crashed out of the Oceania Nations Cup in the first round, thus failing to meet expectations. So which job would we choose? Well, you'll have to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and get the bell on for notifications to find out next time. Unless, of course, you watch the streams, in which case you probably already know. So, yeah, but go and follow me on Twitch as well. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'm Dodgy Gamer, International Manager of Mystery, and I'll speak to you again soon.